1. Prelude. July 21st, 1851 to 1878. In less than a year, he had blazed his name across the front pages as one of the most audacious of train robbers, and had laid the foundation for legends that would give his name a lasting place in America's folklore. Wayne Guard, Sam Bass. Sam Bass died on his 27th birthday. Of the 9, maybe 10 stage holdups, his biggest take was $400 and 4 gold watches. Once, near Deadwood, all they got, fresh peaches. He never robbed a bank, but was planning to. And of all the Texas trains, the rewards offered were greater than the sum total of the loot. His one big haul, the Union Pacific train at Big Springs in the state of Nebraska, when trail boss Joel Collins taught him how. The gang of 6 split $60,000 in $20 gold pieces, mint fresh, 1877. 2. September 26, 1877. On their way back to Texas, they robbed the Union Pacific train and then split up in couples and started out again. Joel Collins and his partner were overtaken soon with all their stolen money. They had to meet their doom. Ballad of Sam Bass. Camped in a ravine 60 miles west of Hays City, Sheriff Bardsley of Ellis County, Kansas, with a detective from Denver and 10 U.S. cavalrymen. Collins and Bill Heffridge stopped to get some grub, inquired of the station agent, "What place is this? Who are those people?" Buffalo Station, then soldiers from Fort Hays. They're here to protect us from the Indians, though I don't suppose there's an Indian within 200 miles. And on an envelope, the agent saw the name Joel Collins and went to tell the sheriff he'd found the robbers of the train while Collins bought supplies, and then with Heffridge slowly rode away. The sheriff and the soldiers came riding up behind. The desperados were still calm. As Sheriff Bardsley informed them, "I have a description of some train robbers which answers well to your appearance. I want you and your partner to return with me to the station. You need fear nothing if you are innocent, but if you are the men I want, then I am $10,000 better off." "You are mistaken in your men," Collins laughed and said, "but, of course, there is no use to object. We will go back and have the mistake explained. We are Texas boys going home, that's all." They rode back towards the station 100 yards or so. Then Collins said, "Pard, if we have to die, we might as well die game." And the outlaws reached for their 6-shooters, but never fired a shot. The soldiers filled them both with lead. The sheriff found $20,000 double eagle shares for 2 and actually started dancing and shouting, "I've got the gold, I've got the gold." The soldiers searched the bodies and found in Joel's pocket a poem addressed to him and written by a woman's hand. It was easy to determine Joel Collins' identity. 5 times he'd trailed Texas cattle north, and he had friends. But no one recognized the man he knew as Bill Heffridge until a woman came to say she knew him as William Potts. She had made the mistake of marrying him, then learned he'd taken a wife back home in Pennsylvania to travel in Indian Territory and Texas, and he stole horses and cattle. In her identification, she was positive. She knew it was him by his tattoo, a girl dancing on his right arm.